Okay, so here we are at the airport. We're gonna check in and we'll be in our flight. Okay, so we're flying Air New Zealand. This is where I put my water bottle, so this is where we also eat our breakfast and lunch. It's been about 3 years since I've been to Australia. I'm very excited. So this is how our plane looks like. It's Air New Zealand. And here we are, we have started to take off. That is Texas at night. Enjoy the view. We're going to leave it for a whole week. But I'm very excited. After this 15-hour flight, I will show you how our hotel looks like. Okay, so we have made it to day 2. It's Rafael here. Like I said earlier, the view of the city down below is breathtaking, especially at night. Well, it's actually the morning right now because I have to adjust to the time zone difference from Texas all the way to Sydney. But today's going to be a very exciting day, so let's visit the best tourist attractions in Sydney. Here we are at the restaurant. So I'm with my family and we're getting some food before I continue my journey to the Harbour Bridge. Here we are. It's a pretty view down here. It's a bright sunny day in Sydney. This is the route we are taking to the Harbour Bridge. It's close to the Queen Victoria building, which I will also show later in this vlog. Just have a look at this place, it's marvelous. Even more so once we actually reach the bridge, which we are very close to right now. Okay, so the Harbour Bridge is just right across this road, looking absolutely perfect. See, some of the best things that Sydney is known for are its aesthetic buildings and the scenery around. Perfect blend of old buildings and new buildings gives you that vintage feel, the antique feels. Well, let's head over to this store over here, see what I can pick, anything interesting. Okay, this in particular I could probably have as a souvenir. I could hang it in my refrigerator when I come back to Houston, Texas. A few more days. But anyway, so I'm gonna order myself a drink before we head over to the best view in the Opera House. Okay, so I finished ordering and let's walk down this hallway over here. Got some of the best stores in camera. Spice this even more up. Okay, so this is the Opera House. It's right in front of me. Some beautiful view over here that I'll capture. Something cool is that the Harbour Bridge and the Opera House are right next to each other. Makes it that much more convenient to film. Let's check the time on my watch. Okay, the Sydney Harbour. I mean, just look at it. I mean, I know I said earlier about the antique feel, but once we go to Queen Victoria, you'll see what I mean by that. But this is the top of the Opera House when you climb the stairs. It's actually closed, so we can't go inside. Here's another better angle of the Harbour Bridge in the city. And it's an even better view. So this is, once we climb up, there's a little area, there's a big area over here which contains the most pretty view in this entire After that long adventure, we are about to head back to our apartment, but first I'm going to take a rest on this bench. It's been a while. So while going back home, I've come across this painter who was painting a beautiful view of the Sydney Harbour. Obviously quite talented, as he is very into the detail and the complexity of this artwork. Definitely better than what I can do. I'm not really much of an artist, but just look at it. I mean, pure talent. It's quite good. Not bad. Let's head over to our restaurant. Okay, I'm ordering myself a fruit juice that I just got, full of vitamins and minerals for when we head to the gym, right when we arrive home. So, throughout this route we will go through the Queen Victoria building that I promised earlier, and I will tell you about the antique feel that I was talking about. Right, so this is the building. So my dad always went here a lot, as he needed to go to the train station for his job in Sydney before, when we used to live here. Has that old vintage feel to it, has a vintage touch when you enter it. It's very well maintained, and it's a beautiful place. So that's the building. Right, so this is a gym. Let's get rockin'. So I'm gonna show some of my workout routine that I do almost every morning. Let's rock. So I'm gonna get myself a dumbbell and continue. Okay, so here I am at the swimming pool. I did the spa that I showed you the first time, and this is the pool itself. So it's an indoor pool. I have a sauna. And that's it. So this ends day 2. Welcome to day 3. We are headed out to Darling Harbour today. This is my key card for my apartment. Okay, so here we are at Darling Harbour. Let's roam around. There's a Ferris wheel over there in the distance. So let's start by walking this road over here. Let's capture some of that beautiful view as well. So last time I'm actually going to be going here because tomorrow is Chatswood. This is the map in case you're lost. We'll be returning to Houston, Texas in 2 days, so yes, tomorrow's actually going to be the last day. That's Darling Harbour for y'all, folks. This begins day 4. I'm really hoping to make the most out of today, as it is my last day in Sydney. Today we're visiting Chatswood. Let's have some of that nice view. Again, I woke up early, so I decided to take this nice clip for the viewers. Again, it's just extravagant. That's the Centre Point Tower up there, the tallest building in Sydney. And let's head to the train station. I'm very hyped up. Right, so here we are at the Town Hall train station. Gonna hop on our train, head over to Chatswood. very hyped. This is the special part of my vlog. We have stopped at Chatswood train station and we are preparing to get off the train. Oh my god, I haven't really seen this place in 3 years. I really hope nothing really changed too much. So feast your eyes on this. This is the Chatswood train station. It's huge, very well built. The Chatswood interchange. These all look the same. I haven't been here in 3 years, but they all look very similar. Those are the apartments where I lived at before. Those two over there. Just walk around some more, kind of give you a view of how Chatswood is like. And this is Chatswood Westfield, the shopping mall. Let's have a look at what Westfield has. So this wasn't here before. It kind of tells where you are at in case you are lost. It's pretty cool. Just feast your eyes on this. Above there we have the Hoyt Cinema, where I watched some of my favorite Marvel movies years ago. It's Kohl's over there. It's basically our Walmart. We don't have Kohl's in the United States. And we are up the escalator and headed to JB Hi-Fi for this. It's basically like Best Buy, only better. Since Christmas is coming soon, I have the Christmas tree in this recording, and that is JB Hi-Fi that I wanted to show you. So right off the bat, we can notice this place is huge compared to last time. I mean, they sell an iPhone 11 Pros. Let me test it out. One of my friends has this. It's a pretty cool phone. Let's head to my favorite section, which talks about the Apple MacBooks and the iMacs. I miss the old MacBook Air design so much. Let's get what Mac OS version is running. Okay, that's the computer specs. The big iMacs. So that's JB Hi-Fi for y'all. Not much to look around, but it's a great store. So this place is the Concourse. It's a performing arts studio area. We have the Chatswood Library, which is just a few minutes away from our old house, Regency, the apartments I showed you earlier. It's a nice place to relax, especially after school. So these are what those students are doing right now. Let's get up the Concourse to get a better view of the area. Here we are, the best view of the place. It's you can see Westfield from here. And that's the Concourse. I was still here when this was being constructed, so it's been so long. And that is it. This concludes the 4th day of my vlog. If you've watched until this point, I will thank you very much for that. But this is the end of day 4, and also the end of my journey in Australia, Sydney. I'll be heading back to Houston, Texas tomorrow. I will also detail that in this vlog, but hopefully you have enjoyed watching this video and you have seen some of the best tourist attractions that I showed earlier. So definitely Sydney is one of the best places to live. And it's one of the most aesthetic places in the world. It has a lot of vibrance to it. Yeah, sure. Comment in the section down below which was your favorite part of Sydney, whether it was the Harbour Bridge, the Opera House, Chatswood, or even the Queen Victoria building, if that was your personal favorite. I hopefully convinced some of you to try out Australia, specifically Sydney, if possible. But thank you very much for sticking around till the end. This is end of day 4. Well, here it is. We're about to fly back to Houston, Texas. It's gonna be a long day. Now, if you notice, the cars in Australia are right-hand drive, whereas the US is left-hand drive, but we're headed to the airport and taking about half an hour. Okay, so here we are at the airport. Gonna check in. I'll hold in my luggages. Gonna board Air New Zealand again. Okay, so that's our airline right there, Air New Zealand. Let's rock. Okay, here we are. We are now inside the Air New Zealand airline. It took a few minutes, but we are on our way to Auckland. First flight finished. This is Auckland, New Zealand. After that long flight, we have touched down in LAX, Los Angeles. One more flight and we are finally in Houston. Okay, here we are. The last flight of the day and we are home in Houston. It's United Airlines. Here we are now, it's about to take off. It's gonna be 4 hours also. The last flight was 13 hours. And look at that, that is Los Angeles at night, baby, just have a look. It's the last we'll see of Los Angeles. And yes, that is it, the flight has concluded. We are in Houston, Texas at last. Home sweet home.